So here's a little bit of an update. Where are we now? This is just around lunchtime on Thursday. So Clair de Lune has now officially been in the dry dock for just over a week. And a big milestone, today we finished sandblasting. I've just been in with the propeller shaft guys, having a look at the work they're doing in there. So you'll see that update in this video as well. But yeah, she's looking like a very different boat. We had a little bit of an issue yesterday when they sandblasted the decks. Hard to see from here. There are some spots where it was rusted through in the deck and paint over the top. So those have needed to be left aside. We're going to weld those closed, but we need to finish the painting and the sandblasting first. So we'll see how the welders are going. They might come in tomorrow or next week. But yeah, there you go. Clair de Lune is slowly coming back to life as a brand new boat. You'll notice the sides are not painted around the windows. That's deliberate. Some of that work is going to be left for us. So the shipyard is going to finish off everything to the deck level, and then the rest of it will be our job. So she's going to be primed up, but we're going to sand back the sides, we're going to paint the sides, we're going to paint the roof, because it just saves us a lot of money. It's work we can do ourselves. But the sides, obviously, you need to be out of the water to do that, so the shipyard's going to finish all those for us. There you go. We'll have a little bit of a random series of updates and let you know where we're at with Clair de Lune.
Let's start by talking about the rust holes in the deck. When they sandblasted through, they found these patches. There's about 5 of them around the boat where they'd just been painted over previously to try and cover the holes, but not properly sealed. So we need to get back underneath and weld those. The biggest patches are actually up at the forepeak, which is good because it's easy to access from the inside, but quite substantial. These bollards need a plate to face off on that gap there to seal that and make it so water can't get in. At the moment, water's coming in behind the bollard, bringing in dirt, and they're creating quite big holes. When they sandblasted, those holes have let a lot of sand into the forepeak. That's the washing machine there on the right. A lot of cleaning to go there. But we now know exactly where the holes are. You can see that there's quite a bit of rust damage here. So we're going to have to get the welders back in to repair these, but it's not too substantial. Still, a little bit of a disappointment, but nothing that unexpected, I suppose. They've also put in all the new magnesium anodes, and yeah, here we are in the process of sanding and priming the coach roof.
Okay, so here we are inside the workshop where they are fixing the propeller and the shaft. This is the old shaft. You can see the damage. They're going to get rid of that. This is the connector. It ends up we had to go with 2 separate pieces. They've all fixed this, repaired the bearings. Currently making new nuts, a new system for fixing the propeller, and they're working on the lathe here at the moment, literally turning all these parts by hand, which is, I guess, makes sense. It's kind of fascinating. This is the material that the new shaft started with. Certificated is the word they used. Basically, this is stress tested. It's very high quality steel being tested. And you can see them working over here, and we've got the new shaft coming up on the lathe there at the moment.
You see it how much? Yeah.
1.5 centimeters from here, and here also 2 centimeters from there.
So here's a bit of a close-up of the shaft. They expect to start mounting that back next week. And now we have the propeller. It was sent away to a specialist company. They've polished it, they've balanced it, they've sharpened the edges, and the estimate is that we'll get probably 20% better fuel consumption out of that now.
So this is the mystery of the propeller. You can see the damage that we've got around the end of the shaft. And when we come over and look at old shafts, this is a collection of old shafts from other boats. None of these have that wearing on the end. Some of them, this one here is snapped apparently. These are all shafts, propeller shafts from other boats, but yeah, none of them have that bushing and that wearing. So the theory is that at some point Clair de Lune has been exposed to salt water without the anodes, or perhaps a wire wrapped around her or something that got it started. But yeah, it's unusual. No one knows exactly why it looks like that. Maybe they used the wrong material on the shaft. We're not sure, but very good thing that it's all being replaced. Just taking a video, and this is us during material selection. So we're here at Marge with the architects, and here's all the materials on the table. We're going to go through those.
So the key thing here is that we're not just working on the outside of the boat, we're also working on the inside. That process is a little slower, of course. We've been working with the architects to get some plans together. Currently now we're selecting materials so that can go to the builders for them to provide more accurate costing. Emil here is showing us through plans they have for the salon. This is really starting to firm up now. We have the kitchen design in place. We're about to start demolition actually, so that the builders can come in and get more accurate measurements. So that's it. That's Clair de Lune up until the end of Thursday. She's coming along very nicely, and we should be out of dry dock by about Wednesday next week. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the updates.